Big box stores or home centers have become sort of a way of life in many parts of the world, especially here in the United States. We have about 2,000 Home Depot stores and 2,200 Lowe's stores. There's other home centers as well. In the Midwest, we have Menards stores, which are just massive stores too. A lot of woodworkers buy at least some of their materials at these home centers, especially those new to the craft that don't work with a lot of premium hardwoods, which are certainly better bought at a hardwood dealer or a mill, even if you have to drive a long way to find one. But the fact is, home centers are very convenient. But they're not, in my experience, all created equal, especially when it comes to the quality of their materials, the selection that they offer, and the prices they demand. So in this video, I'm going to focus on the differences between the three major home centers in my area, Home Depot, Lowe's, and Menards. I'll tell you my experience over many years of shopping for wood in these stores and why I may buy one type of material in one store, but I may drive to another store to get a different type of material. We're going to stay focused on wood, comparing selection, quality, and prices. The three things that can make a big difference in your next project. While I've developed these opinions over time, I did sneak my camera into these local stores this past week so I could show you evidence of my observations. That caused quite a stir at one of the stores. They sent a team of security guards to intercept me, and I negotiated with their district manager for permission to only take still photos and no video. So that's what I'm using here. Keep in mind that I'm making this video in the spring of 2022, after 2 years of pandemic, inflation, and all sorts of other issues that we're not going to get into that have affected both the supply and the prices of a lot of things. But since all these stores exist in the same world, under the same challenges, it's still useful to do a side-by-side comparison right now. For example, if one store sells plywood for 20% more than the others right now, it's still likely going to be higher than the others even when the cost per sheet is different a year from now. Also, keep in mind that lumber selection and even prices can be regional. So your Home Depot or Lowe's may have things that mine doesn't, and likewise for Menards if you have one of those. If you don't have access to a Menards, I think you're going to find this video particularly interesting because it is so much better in some respects and so much worse in others. Finally, I highly encourage you to comment about your own observations below, because you will add value to this video, since, as I said, I can only speak to the stores in my area while our audience is from all over, and they'd probably like to hear what's going on in your area. So let's get started. Since I'm not a pro builder, I don't buy a ton of construction lumber, but if I'm tackling an indoor or outdoor DIY project, I'm most likely going to buy my 2x4s or my 2x6s or whatever at a home center. Which one, though, depends on the project. I find that Home Depot has the better quality construction lumber, at least in my area. While you definitely do have to do some sorting through any pile of construction lumber, I find it a lot easier to gather a few straight ones at Home Depot than it is at other stores. Their select grade 2x are usually Douglas fir, which tends to be denser with tighter rings and sometimes with smaller and fewer knots than other species. I've actually built some furniture from Home Depot pinkish 2x4s in the past by cutting around the knots and getting those sections of straight, clear grain. We can make a whole video about that. Lowe's, at least in my area, has relatively poor construction lumber. It may be okay for framing houses, but I wouldn't use it for building workbenches or anything like that because there are so many twisted and bowed boards in their piles, and there seems to be more spruce than fir, which is lighter and softer, less stable, and it seems to have more knots and defects than the others. Menards, in my experience, is similar to Lowe's when it comes to iffy construction lumber. But the biggest reason I don't like to buy 2xs there is because they keep them in big barns way out behind the store. If you only need a few, it's a pain to push a big cart all the way out there. It seems like a quarter mile there and back, especially during a cold Michigan winter. You can drive back there and actually pull your truck right into the barn next to the stack, which is great for loading. But there's a multi-step process you have to go through to do that. First, you have to visit the contractor's counter in the back of the store where you tell them what you want and they give you a printout of your order. Then you have to take that all the way back up to the front of the store and check out to pay for it. Then you take your vehicle through a manned checkpoint and they let you have access to the back lot, and you got to navigate your way through there, sometimes past people loading up, which can cause you to have to sit and wait in line. And then when you finally are able to get into the barn and load up, you have to navigate all the way back to the checkpoint so someone can examine your load to be sure you didn't take an extra 2x4 before you can leave. If I'm building a whole shed or a deck, that's a fine option. But for a dozen 2x4s, I'd rather just go to Home Depot, park right next to the door at the loading area, which is like 50 feet from the pile, and I get better quality boards at the same time. While I don't use much construction lumber, I do use a fair amount of sheet goods, and I prefer Menards in this case because they have the largest selection of plywood in my area by far. They're the only one of the 3 home centers which offers more than one grade of hardwood veneered plywood. Their supply on hand can change frustratingly frequently, but depending on the species, I can often choose between different veneer thicknesses, rotary cut or plain sliced veneers, and even different core types. Menards almost always has your standard oak, birch, and maple plywood in stock, and you can order any other species in quantities as little as a single sheet if you're willing to wait for it. They also regularly stock pre-finished birch plywood, which I love for cabinets and shop projects. The downside of Menards plywood is how they store the sheets on 3 levels in these 4-foot wide cubbies where they slide the sheets in. The ones on the bottom are too low to easily drag the sheet up and onto your cart, and the ones on the top are too high unless you have someone to assist you. At Home Depot and Lowe's, on the other hand, they keep the most common sheets at cart level, so you can just drag them right up on top of the cart. It's way easier to handle on your own. In my area, Lowe's has the smallest selection of sheet goods, usually just 1 grade of oak and birch plywood, sometimes sanded pine. They usually don't have maple, and sometimes they don't even have MDF. Depending on the location, Home Depot often has a better selection than Lowe's, definitely on the most common sheets, such as oak, birch, maple, and sanded pine. Home Depot and Menards, depending on their locations, do sometimes carry a higher quality 7-layer standard pine, which is far nicer than that void-filled 5-layer stuff they usually have. Home Depot also sometimes has a cabinetry grade sanded plywood that I've never tried, but it looks decent. Just a quick price comparison on this March 2022 day. Home Depot's standard 3/4 inch birch was $79. Menards was also $79, but Lowe's was $69, which was a surprise because Home Depot around here is generally the cheapest. Before the pandemic, I think their 3/4 birch was $55 or $60, and the other 2 stores were about $65. Most of us have built some projects from box store pine, whether that meant the utility grade boards or their much higher quality clear pine that they charge an arm and a leg for. This is where I really like Menards. Their boards are kept in an aisle with catwalks, giving them 2 levels, so they put their 6- and 8-foot lengths up on top. All this extra space allows them to offer 3 grades of pine, standard, quality, and select. Of course, before you get too excited about that, you should know that the standard boards are pretty awful. They are cheap though, and they can be serviceable for garage shelving or for firewood. But their quality grade boards are comparable to the common grade at Home Depot and the top choice boards that they sell at Lowe's. However, I can usually find a lot more straight boards in the pile at Menards than I do in the other stores. As for price comparison, on this particular day, 6-inch 8-footers were $11 at Menards and $11 at Home Depot too. Lowe's didn't have 8-foot lengths, which is not a surprise because their selection is always iffy, but their 10-footers were $15. I generally find that Lowe's top choice pine is more expensive and lower in quality than similar boards at the other 2 stores. Now, if I'm going to build something nice from home center pine, it's probably not going to be with these utility pine boards anyway. Instead, I'll go for their select boards, which are free of knots and sap pockets and are generally very straight and stable. But you are definitely going to pay a premium for this stuff. They all have them. Menards generally has the best prices. Theirs was just over $18 for a 6-inch by 8-foot board, while both Lowe's and Home Depot were nearly $23 each. Another reason I prefer Menards for pine boards is because they have 1-inch thick clear pine, which, while expensive, is really nice to have that extra thickness for some projects. I avoid buying hardwood at home centers because it's already milled down to 3/4 of an inch thick, so I have no room to joint or plane it flat if I need to back at the shop, and because it's often ridiculously priced. But if you just need 1 or 2 boards that are pre-milled, ready to go, a home center can cover your needs. My local Home Depot carries pre-surfaced oak, maple, and poplar, which they sell by the linear foot. They can either cut it to length for you with their radial arm saw, if you can find someone to do it, or you can do it yourself with their butter knife station. Home Depot's 6-inch red oak boards work out to about $12.50 per board foot right now. Granted, it's surfaced on 4 sides and relatively knot-free, and we are looking at the jacked-up prices we've been seeing these days, but I'd expect to pay less than half that at a hardwood dealer, even if they surfaced it for me. My local Lowe's sells only oak and poplar, and only by the full board rather than by the linear foot. So if you do the math, their 6-inch oak works out to about $12.50 per board foot as well, same as Home Depot. Menards, on the other hand, has a wide selection of hardwood species, including oak, poplar, maple, alder, hickory, mahogany, cherry, walnut, and they sell it by the full, individually wrapped board. That's right, they individually wrap their boards. I'm not sure what I think about that, but the idea is it keeps the boards stable so they don't warp before you unwrap them in your shop right before you use them. You'd think that extra packaging would run up the price, but their 6-inch oak worked out to about $8.50 per board foot. That's 30% less than their competitors. They also offer 1/2-inch thick boards for folks who don't have a planer. Well, that covers the most common types of materials a woodworker may buy at a home center. If there's enough interest, I may make a follow-up video down the road about the differences between these stores when it comes to buying tools and other woodworking supplies. But today, I just wanted to keep it simple, and I hope this little guide helps you choose the best place for your next woodworking project. Don't forget to leave your own observations and opinions in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. It's just a couple of cuts. Your ears will be fine, right? They will be if you have your ISOtunes Bluetooth earbuds in, because you'd already have your ANSI certified hearing protection on because you're listening to your favorite music and podcasts. And you're supporting a small family business at the same time. Please use the link below this video to learn more and to show them you support what we do as well.